and welcome. This is a brand new channel called Girls Night Out Loud. I'm Darine.
And I'm Donna, and this is your favorite new weekly girl talk that you didn't know you needed.
I needed.
I needed it.
You probably need it. So what's gonna be about this topic today?
50-50 relationships.
That's very like the hard question, like the hot tea. Should we do 50-50? How does it work? Is something you should straight away say it before you set up the date or through the relationship? We never know. So let's start, please. Be my guest. What's your thought on this?
My personal view on this is if more of us agree to splitting and doing 50-50 with men, then it wouldn't be an expectation that men have on women.
Agree.
We have contributed to this situation and problem. So I think we all need to take our power back and set the record straight from the get-go.
So I think there's a different situation as well. If we're talking about the first date, obviously it depends who invited who. Obviously, see if the man say, hey girl, I would like to invite you to this nice bar. I'm expecting him to pay the glass of wine if it's not more. I mean, yes, because if we do 50-50, I would be like, well, he invite me, he really want to see me, he approached me. I think, yeah. And maybe after that, the second date, if there is a second date, we never know. But let's say there is a second date and everyone is happy about it. Maybe if the woman would like to, there are no problem that she can invite the guy on the second date.
I think that's more of a third date thing.
But
that's just
a third
me.
date. It doesn't matter. It's how you plan and how you feel the vibes as well with the man.
Exactly. Yeah.
There are no rules. Like, let's
Exactly.
say. It's all about the discussion you have at the beginning, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, how you feel about this man, how the men feel about you as well.
Yes. And I think it's so important that we as women collectively treat dates as not an interview per se, as research or like observation. Like, we're not coming into it with expectations like, oh my God, this is my husband.
Oh no.
That, you know, that sets us up for failure because one, it creates an expectation that you now have to live up to and that person needs to live up to. And secondly, you're creating an obsession with the person that you don't even know if it is worth that from, to begin with.
True, 100%. She's right. Yeah, there are no expectations. When you go on a date, you just go on a date, feel like, okay, I'm gonna meet this guy. This is the first time we've been talking like a couple weeks before. Everything's going well. He asked to go on a date. He asked me to go. I'm pursuing that he offering. Obviously, he's inviting me, and then see and etc. Through the relationship, it's a different type of topic, like 50-50, because it's something you initially talk from the beginning of the relationship. Do not talk about this, and then after 6 months or a year or even 2 years, the dynamic could change because you're already in your mind. You're like, I don't know, like rent and things like that.
Is moving in with a man something that you're open to before marriage or before like commitment, like bigger commitments?
Can I drink my tea?
Sure, girl.
Look, there are no timeline. It's not like after, I don't know, like I just put numbers like this, after 6 months we decide to move together. It's all about the feelings. Some people could do like after 3 months. Some people could do like after 3 weeks. It's all about the feeling you have and the conversation you have this guy, obviously, or that person. If obviously I'm dating for a serious thing, so yes, that would be the normal continuation of that. I'm dating you, then further through the dates we are together, and then after that I would like maybe to live with that person and then to get married in my castle in France and then having a kids. Yes, but there are no rules. Everyone is free to do whatever how they feel about it. Okay, what about you, girl?
I mean, I personally I want to say at this stage of my life, I probably wouldn't live with a person unless we were like engaged.
Are we the ring first?
Yeah.
Or the promise ring at least?
Because
give me something, shine.
We're single until we're married. I mean, don't let your boyfriend keep you from your husband.
That's a good one. Yeah, exactly. I mean, hello. He has to make the story for you. Girl.
Create the story for you.
Create the story for me. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, 50-50, it's a hot topic. Sometimes people doesn't want to talk about it, which is, I think, is sad, but it's something you should discuss from way the beginning. Don't be ashamed to be afraid to talk about what your value as well regarding this, because value is very important. What do you expect from a man in general, and what do you expect from a woman in general? And then already you have your base in this future potential relationship.
And let's be honest, if a man had his dream girl standing in front of him, do you think he would ask her to pay 50-50? Probably not. So I think if a man is asking you to pay 50-50, you're probably not his dream girl.
I'm sorry, girl.
And he's not your man, and your man is still out there, and there is no reason to go 50-50 with someone for the foreseeable future when you don't have to. And like, let's just be honest, like, would a man date you if you were ugly? Probably not. Like, I think we need to be more logical. We need to think more like a man without being a man.
So we received this text message because I think this is very funny, and it's through the topic. Would you like to read it?
So we received this DM, and it says, "Hi girls, my boyfriend makes more than me and expects me to split everything. Bills, rent, groceries. I feel like I'm just his roommate. Am I overreacting?" Girl. Girl. That's your roommate.
Yeah, that's... Alors, first of all, I'm gonna judge him. I mean...
So this is our We Listen, We Judge segment. So this is going to be something that comes up in all our episodes. And unfortunately, we're like, that's what we're going to do. And it's not to make you feel
bad
or like to judge you in the typical sense, but it's more to give you constructive criticism. So,
and this is a safe place.
Yeah.
But we judge. That's it.
Exactly.
So, are you overreacting? No. Absolutely not.
Is he a roommate? Yes. Do you need a new boyfriend?
Yes. I mean, not a boyfriend. You need a new husband. I mean, because this guy...
I mean, if he's making you do all this, he's not your husband.
That's for sure. He's a step of...
Do you want a roommate for the rest of your life? Or
Girl.
Do you want more for yourself?
That's the question, yeah. So she said about rent, grocery, and bills, etc. This is where we say just at the beginning. I think it's something you should put the base from the beginning of the relationship. Like that, you know where you step in within this relationship.
Yeah.
So if you, through the dating phase, etc., you have to talk about something. It's very not nice, but at least you have the base.
Yeah.
The financial, the vision, the value, and the education, potentially, if you have kids or something like this. And this is the financial perspective. You straight away need to talk about it. Yeah. So if he earns more than you, obviously it can't be 50-50 because it's not fair for you. It depends how much does he earn and how much do you earn. It's not fair on you because at the end of the month you have basically nothing and he has way more than you. So this is where the discussion needs to be.
And I think like if you're not having these discussions before you're actually doing these things, then to ask these questions is kind of silly because you've kind of shot yourself in the foot. But it's not too late.
Yeah,
you can still get a new boyfriend.
I was about to say how long you've been with him, but yeah, it's not too late to find someone new.
I mean,
girl, there's plenty guys outside who will never ask you this kind of question, just letting you know. And some people will do, like this guy. So it's
and again,
up to you.
I go back to my initial point. would he ask his dream girl to split rent with him? Absolutely not. He would do anything for that woman and make sure that she feels protected, provided for, and the rest. So why are you accepting the bare minimum? I think the bigger question here is you need to ask yourself why you are allowing, one, men of this caliber to enter your space and life in the first place, and secondly, why you set your standards so low. And I think that's a good place to start. And obviously, if you've already moved in with him, I would tell him what your expectations are as of now and go from there.
Exactly. In that case, this is not a problem. Let's say he decides to pay the rent and the bills, and you're like, okay, I'm happy to contribute with the grocery or anything to buy around the house or things like that. Why not?
Yeah.
Is that could be a kind of not 50-50, but that could be fair to contribute into this relationship. He does the big bills and you do the rest. Why not?
Yeah,
I find
and my biggest thing
fair.
is like it's men like this as well are also the ones that expect a lot from a woman, in the sense where they want you to do manly things but behave like a woman, as in like be ready to have sex with them whenever they want, show up and you look like be in your feminine energy. But it's like, how can you be in your feminine energy when you're not doing feminine things by paying bills? And I mean, you can look after yourself, but what is the point of being in a relationship? And secondly, living with a man if you can't even be in your feminine energy.
Mm-hmm. So, next. No, to be fair, it's something definitely talk with your man.
Yeah.
Try to establish like a base with him. What do he expect from you, and what do you expect from him? And then you can always see how this conversation go on. Maybe we'll say, okay, it's fair, I do understand where you're coming from. Maybe your revenue is not following up. I'm happy for you to contribute with the grocery shopping or things like this, And you're like, okay, cool, no problem. And this is gonna be like a better environment for you too, or not. Like, you never know, you need to discuss with him, but yeah, don't get angry, like just a normal conversation and see how would be the outcome out there.
And sometimes he's probably, again, like not overthinking it because one, you didn't set your expectations, so he's just assuming you're okay with that and you're just going to go along with whatever.
Man doesn't overthink.
But if you actually tell him what you actually expect and need from a relationship and from a partner, he might be able to understand you, but you can't have that conversation without first knowing what you want.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a conversation. Don't be scared. Maybe like you're gonna get married with him, so it's something you need to start now. Good luck. You need to speak now than
or
in
forever
10 years.
Hold your peace.
It's up to you, girl. We give you the advice. You take it, you leave it. Just having a normal conversation and set your expectation, as Donna said, and see how. And then you give us some update about this. Maybe you're gonna be a single lady and you're gonna text us again. You're like, hey, girl, I'm out. Which man should I take now? We never know. But yeah, so I think this is a great thing. Like 50-50 is always a tricky topic, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And I think it also just comes down to knowing your values and what's important to you. If you're at least clear on that, one, you're not going to put yourself in positions to attract these kind of men. And those kind of men don't want women with better standards because they know that they can't afford it. So
if they can afford, that's fine.
Play in your lane. That's a good one.
And yes, so at the end of the day, 50-50 yes and no. It depends about the conversation you have from the beginning, at the start of anyone you're dating or like potential having a relationship, and see how you go. Some men would never accept that. Some men and women would happy to have this balance. It's really up to you guys. I hope that's helped you, and I think this is great. I love this kind of topic. Like, I think it's always been tricky when you are in dating phase. Like, ooh, that's.
And I think like people, maybe this is maybe where people go wrong. Let's say women go wrong, is because it's fresh and it's new. They don't want to like ruffle feathers and like I don't know why, because there is so much potential out there. But at the same time, we're not looking for potential anymore.
There are no wrong answer in this kind of topic. It's all how you feel about that person and how the dynamic in this relationship. That's all. And I think it's very important, no matter what, to talk about how you feel and how you feel, and then you have to find the right balance between you two. I think this is important. But I think this is great. Now, this is a wrap for tonight for the Girls' Night Out Loud. I think this is a very great topic, and we're gonna bring more topic like this if you like it. So please tell us, what do you think? If you have more different type of topic would you like us to discuss, because we are more than happy to spill the tea and judging you, because we listen and
because we care.
And oh yes, that's cool.
We really do. Otherwise, there would be no point for doing all of this. We can't wait to see you for next Girls' Night Out Loud. And don't forget, keep those standards high. See you later.